just figured I'd see if anybody wants anything weird or. Yeah. All right. Chaos on the Ween! Blasphemy! I might be down for some chaos on the Ween. I'm here to have fun. Tired, spacey, and existence has been kicking my ass, and so I'm just here to hang out with my friends. All right, let's turn on this lovely video game and see where it's going for us. I guess we'll figure it out as we go.
Welcome to the Outer Worlds 2. Any similarities to real-world dystopian corporate-branded hellscapes are purely coincidental. I'm the Moon Man. You might know me from such business entities as Spacer's Choice or its parent company, Universal Defense Logistics. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. But I won't bore you with how I became the galaxy's most beloved and recognizable spokesmoon. You're here to choose options from a menu. Well, have I got menu options for you?
I guess I want to start a new game.
Commander, we've been hit by one of those space anomalies.
Buddy?
And the piloting system is down.
Buddy.
The astrogator's gears are shot!
Get a hold of yourself. You're an Earth Directorate agent.
Affirmative, Commander. What are the orders?
Brace for impact.
Unable to brace for impact.
Is it the end for Commander Zane and Buddy? Tune in next week to find out.
From one side of the galaxy to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side. Whether against corrupt corporations, tyrannical governments, or corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments, the Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists. So remember, if you or your neighbor's government has turned tyrannical or sold themselves out to greedy corporate interests, just commandeer a skip drone and send the Earth Directorate an SOS, and we will respond immediately.
Please allow 6 months to 10 years, depending on your proximity to the nearest Earth Directorate base and any unforeseen encounter.
All right. I kind of like how the hips don't, or the thighs don't change. All right. You have potential. Oh, we can go like really crazy weird. Okay. Got all these scars. I got my ass whooped. I'll give you a nice scar. This is crazy. Alright. Hey, no, you guys are good. There was no plan of having stream tonight. I just randomly threw this on, so if you guys have other things you're doing tonight, don't feel offended that you might be distracted. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. Getting there slowly. There's only like 20 seasons. Alright, background. Ex-convict. You never cared for the Earth Directorate, you never cared for you. So much so that you decided if it would be best for you to spend much, if not all of the rest of your life behind bars. However, desperate times call for desperate measures, so you accepted a deal to work for them to clear your record, or escape while you were looking. Grand plan, huh? You know the universe is run by blind luck and chaos. Even if you've been riding the winning edge of that chaos for most of your life, unfortunately that winning streak came at an end when you lost a bet with an agent who was trying to convince you to utilize your penchant for buckling the odds in the service of the Earth Directorate. Lawbringer. After experiencing a youth... There you go. Yep, so you got a little ways to go. You're only a fifth of the way through. You are a champion of the people, whether they want it or not. The law is not to be trifled with, neither are you. Professor, you were a prominent voice in the field until your penchant for full-contact archaeology, your colleagues jealously at your success rate for retrieving artifacts long thought to be lost cost you both your tenure and position. Fortunately, your talent for dealing with more unsavory elements of artifact trafficking will serve you well in the Earth Directorate. You may have Hell yeah! It's a good story. It's fun. You may have lived a life that skirted the law of the colony you found yourself operating in, but that's what you were paid for, and definitely not a reason for your unsatisfied previous employer to hunt you down, is it? Joining the Earth Directorate seemed like a great way to solve the problem your work history may have caused. You're not quite sure what happened, you simply wanted to find a job that used your particular set of skills, which would be none. Yet, one accidental death of a well-known villain later, you're now known as a gunslinging Earth Directorate agent not to be trifled with. You often find yourself wondering if this Earth Directorate has a good cashier opening. I'm feeling Professor. I'm feeling Professor. Somebody had an idea doing Lawbreaker or Gambler or Roustabout would be really fun. Do Roustabout and then play the entire game as Zap Brannigan. We'll do Professor. Easily solve problems, pick up new skills. Inventive, crafty, always able to find your unique solution, complex problems. You've found numerous ways to be more efficient when crafting. Crafting recipes for ammo, throwables, resources, create up to twice as many. That's really good. Lucky, things tend to go your way. Critical chances, certain opportunities are just accessible to you. Quick and dexterous. Able to move more quickly while stealthing. And in combat. Resilient. Power through even the deadliest injuries. You have a way of words, getting discounts, vendors, talking your way out of minor crimes, witty. Quick wit makes you popular with others. Others are willing to forgive your past transgressions. I think I'm feeling lucky. I'm think I'm feeling lucky. Kind of want to do... Okay, if I want to do 2, I have to pick something. Oh no. Hard on the ears and people don't like talking to you. Others have a hard time accepting you. That would suck. Aren't recruited for your ability to plan or solve problems. You just can't learn something. Yuck. I think I'm gonna take sickly. I'm gonna be a lucky, witty, sickly, intelligent. That sounds a little bit too on the nose. All right. Engineering skills increase the effectiveness of all armor, granting inherent damage reductions. Conversations while exploring engineering aids in the ability to act on the knowledge of the mechanical systems. Investing in engineering allows you to select perks that further increase your defense and benefit from weapon, helmet, and armor mods. I want to be observant. I think I want to be observant. Let's go psych. Any revise any pertinent information previously applied. Let's get going. I'm gonna start very hard, but if it sucks, I'm here to have a good time. Maybe not a long time.
Commander, as always, I'm calling on you for a mission requiring both your unique intellectual prowess and aggressive instincts for item acquisition. Your destination is the source of all skip drive manufacturing, the Arcadian system. However, for reasons that must remain classified for the moment, this colony is outside our jurisdiction. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. Without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No conferences at which to tear apart your peers' half-baked theories. No jaunts to other systems to find rare historical items. no propagation of knowledge of any kind. In short, stagnation and death for the colonies. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives caused the rift anomalies. But be advised, if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into an intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action. As always, I look forward to your academically grounded yet thoroughly imaginative musings in your summary report. Allah be with you and your team, Commander.
Alright, because I forgot to do this. Look how big my bean has gotten. Look at this bean. He was just a little baby just a few months ago. Now he's a cat. See my little buddy. Are you gonna run off? Run off on. Yeah, hi everybody. Yeah, it's Jerk. He woke me up for this. What a monster. Alright, back to what we were doing. Sorry, I had to get some kitten. He's been my best little buddy while I've been sick. Oh boy, the best views on Stream Boo! Oh, this is top 4. They aren't even doing Stream Boo tonight. You can't get up there, sir. There we go. But you can happily sit in my chair. You're spudgy. Report some spam. Get the kitten pitters. Lock. And be gone. Farewell. Alright. Maybe. Scritches. You can't see the happy on this kitten's face at the moment, but it is bliss. Alright, buddy. I got things I gotta do.
Commander, hey, hi. Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cause no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones.
Aww. Wow, a whole 10.25% less, huh?
Yeah, impressive, huh? The way it seems to make everything move slower still feels a little weird to me, but they tell me I'll get used to it. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing.
So they simulate brain damage, is what you're saying here.
Oh no, they don't simulate it. It's the real McCoy. The lab coats swear it's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because,
I'm new to it too.
You're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it.
What are they telling you?
Pascal likes to joke around, but I think she's being sincere when she says it's all about looking out for the people who can't defend themselves. Sandoval says he's got no time for weakness. He says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves. And then we have righteousness on our side. And Jepson, well, you know him, he don't talk much. So, what do you think?
I've always said we need to put the people first. Their humanity, and yours, is priceless.
Yeah, there's some advice worth taking to heart. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel.
Let's go. Thanks for bringing me the TTD. By the way, I appreciate it.
Call should come through at the console.
Tea, Earl Grey, hot. I appreciate that they have tea, Earl Grey, hot.
Forward agents ready to be patched in over the channel.
Let's go.
There'll be time for chat after the meeting.
No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick.
To open the channel to start the meeting with Agent DeVries, please proceed to the table. Commander, your credentials are required to open the channel with Agent DeVries. Yours are currently located in your cabin.
Don't worry, I'm not the only one who needs their great
Your
item
cabin door
rewired after
appears
hibernating
jammed,
our way
Commander.
through skip space.
I've made an internal... All standard issue Earth Directorate Valerie units are a reliable source of information, advice, and logistics evaluation.
I can't do either. Oh, but I can do that. Woohoo! Look at me being all stealthy. Damn, I'm pretty. Alright, Earth Directorate Agent Handbook. Variations on mission origination VMO. Variations on mission origination. While agents frequently receive their orders at a specific set of actions from their local Earth Directorate system headquarters in the form of an Aetherwave video message, sometimes directly from the Chief or Special Operations. Accompanied by a well-typed brief, they can receive new missions in the field from other agents as well as appeal from private citizens. While these latter missions may contain a few well-detailed elements, they are often vague and poorly worded, sometimes even containing spelling and grammar mistakes. Agents should expect to use their best judgment and their extensive training to determine the exact mission parameters. Remember, a citizen may not be able to spell malfaction, but an agent is still expected to apprehend the wrongdoer and subsequently file a correctly spelled report. Cargo mishap incident procedure. You might think investigating cargo mishandling incidents, also known as CMIs, or more colloquial as smuggling operations, is beneath the notice of the highly trained and well-armed Earth Directorate agents, but you would be wrong. Nothing is beneath our notice. From illegal sprat trafficking to the importing of contraband weapons, drugs, and snack foods, the Earth Directorate takes each and every CMI seriously, prosecuting each infraction to the edge of legal enforcement and beyond. We will not stop until we have taught every CMI transgressor to fear the words Earth Directorate and Agent. Use the use of force guidelines. It is said that peace cannot be kept through force, but only through understanding. At the Earth Directorate, we have combined both viewpoints. Peace can be kept through the understanding of force, our force. While we do not condone the indiscriminate use of violence, we also understand that our agents frequently find themselves in dangerous situations where deadly force is the only course of action. All we ask is that agents use their best judgment, and if they are forced to select a violent solution to the subsequently fill out the use of deadly force form, known internally as "You dead, foo," in triplicate. One for the tribunal, one for the records archive, and one for personal use. Also, agents should bear in mind that ammunition is quite expensive and needs to be reported in an agent's daily operational costs, or DOC reports. Alright, that was colloquially as "You did, foos."
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip Core.
But they don't work if they're unsealed, and will explode if you try and open them.
Exactly right. But that whole story about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function? Well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad.
What kind of resistance can we expect upon landing?
Hopefully none. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector's security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed. Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs.
I can usually find my way around things if I try hard enough.
If that's true, you may very well find a way to shut them down before they even know you're there, which would be the smart play. They're relentless and well-armored. I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here.
So I'll calm down, Agent Pascal meant no disrespect.
Don't tell me to calm down. You know what I've sacrificed? What I'm prepared to sacrifice still? I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I don't need a team led by some egghead refugee from academia fouling it up.
You do remember who's commanding officer on this mission, right?
Yes, of course. You were in command here. I apologize if I allowed my nerves to get the better of me. It will not happen again. I promise you. I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in. Commander?
For what it's worth, Commander, I appreciated how you tried to smooth things over with DeVries back there, but Pascal needs to get her head right if our team's to operate smoothly. Not sure what DeVries was getting on about, though. She wasn't such a respected agent. I might just have taken offense on your behalf.
Something tells me that Pascal and DeVries aren't your real concern.
Yeah, I see it. It's obvious that this mission presents yet another opportunity to bring a colony under the Earth Directorate's righteous control. Seems to me, Arcadia had their chance. It's time for us to put an end to this farce and set them on the right path.
So the Earth Directorate should just take over at all costs?
Obviously. It's not like we've not liberated colonies before this, and always for the greater benefit of everyone involved. Well, except for the deposed despots. It's always the same story with these places. These people. Without the rule of law, those with power go wild with it.
And what happens when the Earth Directorate has all the power?
What, are you turning into Pascal on me? We have something called principles. Discipline. Someone has to rule. We're obviously the best suited for the job. I suppose it was foolish to believe I could discuss the purity of our cause with you. Allow me to get back to my preparations, Commander.
Dick.
Apologies for all that back there with DeVries, Commander. Appreciate you sticking up for me all the same. But what was that all about? I was just offering up reassurances and Super Agent Extraordinaire DeVries lost her head. A crack from me shouldn't have brought that on. This whole mission, there's something off. I mean, law. We'd not even heard tell of this colony before, and they're the only ones manufacturing skip drives? How's that possible?
You know what? I'm concerned too. But for now, we'll just have to trust the Directorate and DeVries.
Sure. Why should we be concerned about all the mystery in a forward agent whose gray matter is starting to leak from her ears? Seriously though, us sneaking around on a mission of such import just don't sit right with me. We're the Earth Directorate, boy damn it. When we arrive, everyone should know it. The guilty should be soiling themselves, throwing themselves on our mercy. And just how is it any colony can be outside our jurisdiction? Don't make no sense. Any fool could see that. Even Sandoval.
What's your problem with him?
Nothing. If you don't take his unwavering belief in our righteousness and his refusal to think for himself seriously. I personally find him hilarious, truth be told. And there's no one I'd rather have backing me up in a fight. He can shoot the head off any local indigenous gnat-like insects at 100 meters.
All right. What about me?
I mean, besides you. Like if it was just down to the two of us, me and him.
So I'm dead in this scenario.
We all gotta go sometime, Commander. Now, if you'll
I can
excuse
appreciate
me,
that.
I gotta commence with my pre-mission ritual. Guess your gray matter is still foggy from hibernating, ain't it? My pre-mission ritual of 3 bowls of purple berry crunch?
Can't believe you eat that. It tastes like wood
yeah,
shavings.
but wood shavings with copious amounts of sugar. They say it's 50% by volume, but it feels like twice that.
All right. Back to it.
Awaiting docking procedures, Commander.
Okay.
Well, that was something. She was different than I remember her. But then she would be, wouldn't she? Just hope she's doing all right. Reckon the secretive nature of the mission and this import must be weighing on her something fierce. I hope it was okay to talk to her direct like at the end there.
We're friends.
She was certainly, friendly. Augustine saved my life when the Earth Directorate swooped in and liberated Triangulum. Left an impression, you might say. Now that I've been cleared for active duty and got my certifieds all in order, I hope I can repay the favor someday. There'll be time to jaw about all that later. But all that she was saying about you, Commander, ain't sure it sits right with me.
Don't let it bother you. As you said, she's under a lot of pressure. We all are.
Whatever you say, Commander.
talk to everybody. Script drive research facility orbiting the rings, the outermost planet, Nyx. Ah! I'm stuck. Alright, what do we got? Bullets. I have a strange suspicion there's going to be a lot of useless things.
So be diligent. And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
I can't wait to punch you in the face. You have a very punchable face.
You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the cog.
Commander, Avara and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
Alright, Certificate of Mental Refreshment. Congratulations on becoming a productive member of the Perfect Society. Your refreshment has granted you newfound zeal and freedom from imperfect thoughts. May you be an inspiration to your fellow subjects. Placid Waters Wellnitarium. Congratulations on your newfound refreshment, Cadet Maori. You're hereby authorized to return to Protectorate Society in your new position as Horizon Point Station. While this new role may present what seems to be a jarring change of pace for you, previous daily activities, rest assured you are exactly where you should be, according to the plan. Okay. Mental refreshment. Last time somebody said mental refreshment, it did not go well for the people that were being refreshed.
That smell. Did a sprat get flash fried in here?
Yep.
somehow. Security's been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
Expiring without permission will result in demerits being applied.
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own.
Not bad.
Always a good idea to have a cover story.
Read this, Cadet Maori. Cadet Maori, you have been assigned to the posting for a reason. You are maintain order and cleanliness within the landing pad until ordered otherwise. In case of emergency or extreme confusion, send a message to the Arbiter immediately. Please continue the review of the mental freshness outtake pamphlet to remain in step with the duties. Remember, your ability to complete your duties will be reflected on your perpetual appraisal of purpose. Addendum. In anticipation of any follow-up questions you may have, please refer to the following items. Momentarily not knowing where you are is not an emergency. Do not use sharp objects when cleaning the electrical wiring. Cut through the grime is a figurative expression. This landing pad is scheduled to be decommissioned soon as part of a protocol for the family Varric's visit. Once this happens, you are to report to Central Dispatch for the temporary assignment. This is important. Once decommissioned, security measures will restart upon any power surge, so should you attempt to continue cleaning, it is likely you will be fired upon. Should this happen, seek cover and put out any fires on your person before contacting the Arbiter. Office of Sovereign. Joyful message. The last few years have been difficult since the death of our beloved first sovereign, but the Protectorate remains strong. Our new sovereign, the first son and the grandson of our beloved matriarch, will lead us to the new future for all humankind. Our moral obligation is to lead humankind was set back on Earth when the matriarch and the first presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant first envisioned our perfect society. It is our legacy, it is our mandate, it is who we are, but none of us can do it alone. Your neighbor takes comfort in knowing that you would not hesitate to report them for questionable behavior, and we know you feel the same. However, even the most understanding subject sometimes needs guidance. So remember, if you're not sure what to do, rely on the local vigilant to guide you. From Arbiter Jackson, temporary updates to security protocols. Preparation, visit of kin, sovereigns, following security measures will be put in place. Landing pad 50. Subject allowed. All guards will be assigned. Local patrols. These patrols may not be ceased until ordered. Please refer to...
Cadet Warden 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. How can I serve? Wait a moment. You're calling from landing pad 0-53? That's listed as decommissioned. And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID number so that I may report you for this infraction. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail.
I mean, Cadet Maori ain't gonna miss it. He did. This is Cadet Robin Maori, subject number 831. Can you please shut down the defenses?
Maori? Oh, now I understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Certainly, I knew it. I mean, I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject.
Then can you please help me out? I don't want to be sent back to mental refreshment, was it?
I can't do that. I mean, I would, it's just... You know what, though? In your condition, you're unlikely to even remember this discussion. So it should be of no consequence to me. I will disable the defenses for you, Maori. But in the off chance you happen to recollect any of this, I beg you never speak of it. And please, do not go around pressing any buttons or fussing with any more whatsits. You wouldn't want to be sent back to... I mean, reassigned again?
I feel like I just that guard, Commander.
Let's not waste time congratulating ourselves.
What? I just managed to complete an entire combat sequence without doing a single thing! Unloading a single bullet. That was awesome. Leave no loot unstowed. Bro eating sprats and purpleberry. Aww. You seem suspicious. Highly suspicious. Alright.
Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security concurrently.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other.
Security
I figured
ops.
that'd be your choice. Abar and I'll take central dispatch, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. Like you told me, Commander, everyone's well-being depends on our success. If whatever's going on here is as bad as the Chief thinks, then we'll make an end of it.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Abar's enthusiasm here, or DeVries' concerns over fluidity, I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
Baby. Give me a second, baby. There you go, baby. Alright.
Agent Pascal, ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into Central Dispatch. You know, without bringing all manner of chaos down on us.
Oh, you gonna school me on some of that newfangled academy training? Security ops is heavily guarded, so be vigilant. You'll need to shut down security measures once you're inside. We've left a drop for you in the watch post. There's a key to a maintenance tunnel you can follow into the building.
Drill motor malfunction. Lost. Error. Drill motors are created through the matriarch's perfect vision, and thus cannot malfunction.
How about
Avoiding error law.
show you when we get to where we're going?
Quit talking over each other. Can't hear the robot. Hey, baby. Baby. Lung sanitizer, drugs and consume. Inhaler. Silence internal disquietude with mental refreshment.
What's your baby? What's your baby?
Kitten. There you go, kitten. Alright. Security operation, maintenance access. This access will provide entry to maintenance route called... Go. Oh, is it that ventilation shaft I looked at earlier? You don't say. That sounded loud.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with.
You should have seen it. It wasn't pretty.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Earth Directorate. Right, Sandoval?
I wouldn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal.
Why? Is there something wrong with the airlock?
Okay. Just a random sprat. Right. Awareness and stealth. Enemies that see or hear you will build awareness. Avoid walking directly in front of an enemy's line of sight and approaching too quickly to avoid getting detected. After gaining enough awareness, enemies become suspicious and turn to face the disturbance. If they gain even more awareness, they will investigate the area they last heard or saw something in. If they find you, they will become alerted and attack. Crouching both makes it significantly harder for an enemy to see you or hear your footsteps. The sneak skill decreases the rate that enemies can spot you. Look for various perks or effects that can make your footsteps silent. I'm just gonna hang out here for a second. Nothing important. Well, balls. I tried.
Sparky.
I've stashed a knife in the maintenance access for you, with, instructions on how to use it to quietly bypass the guards.
Want me to take a niff? A kniff? Woo! A baseball card. Attacking unaware enemies while crouching will perform a sneak attack. Most weapons, this allows you to preview your damage and prepare a power attack, weak spot hit. Charge shot with certain guns. One-handed melee weapons deal bonus sneak attack damage in addition to their normal power attack damage. For mods, perks to gain. Alright, so... what I'm getting is Assassin's Creed.
Neighbor, I do all I can. That is my great Orange loving plan.
Code Red, how to deal with security breaches. The other highly improbable event. In the event of security breach, catastrophic malfunction, or other nefarious deeds, you must keep your wits about you. Cadet. Vigilance and focus are a key to protecting our society. Probability of infiltration from the outsiders is so low it is virtually non-existent. But there is an infinitesimal chance of trespass by malcontents, malingers, or misanthropes. Were such an event to occur, it would be the greatest threat one could face on Horizon Point. Any unverified individuals must be swiftly eliminated. If they cannot be, then it will be your duty to sabotage the station itself so that any knowledge and technical accomplishments herein may not fall outside Protectorate control. Okay. So I need to kill this guy. And I just walked up right next to him. Oh well. Sorry, buddy.
That's why I love my sovereign.
Ah! Mistakes were made.
Disruptive influences!
Well, took care of him. Ah. Oh, okay. It's loud in here. Sorry, sir. Deceptive.
Have you seen Maori since their return? The state they're in. It saddens me.
Yes, it is sad that they weren't worthy. Otherwise, they'd have had the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Praise be to the Protectorate.
That did not work. That did not work at all. Yeah, that kind of failed. Oh, balls. Alright, well, fine.
Have you seen Maori since their return? The state they're in.
Otherwise, they'd have had the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Praise be to the Protectorate.
Whipsies! Martin John, writing discreetly to propose a solution to your recent personnel troubles. I recently heard tell that one of the former cadets under my senior's purview has demonstrated significant change in behavior and efficacy after undergoing 6 months mental refreshment sojourn. Considering this success, I wonder if this might be a valuable option too. The rest of the letter appears to have been abruptly abandoned.
That was definitely something.
Yeah, man, I can't take shit for anything. Alright. That was my mistake.
Disruptive influences.
Okay. Another one? Oh, God! Ah, perfect. Nothing important here. Double check I didn't leave anything up. Oh. Nope. Okay. Alright, messages. Robert Jackson, temporary update, security protocol. Horizon Point personnel, temporary update, security protocol. Preparation for the visit of family, Varric, kin of the sovereign, the following security measures to be put in place. That stuff. Seek large switch. Can't miss it. Flip on to off. Something slug a wrench. One object on a mechanical's control box should do the trick. Right. Check pumping station access card. Yay! Oh, and that's disappointing. Ways check. Toilets. That's nasty. Code Red, how to deal with security breaches and other highly improbable events amended. As distressing as the previous volume may have been, you may breathe a sigh of relief, Cadet. Rest assured, this manual was written solely out of an abundance of caution. Here in Arcadia, we needn't worry about distance because everyone abides by the plan and is working towards the utopia the matriarch dreamed of. We needn't worry about invaders either, as every other human outside of Arcadia is too enslaved with unequal labor and subpar technology to even hope of making the journey here. Even so, remember that your vigilance demonstrates your worthiness as a subject. I feel so encouraged, guys! Please, please, can I have the things? The mechanical on the hoist has been partially dismantled, exposing a damaged targeting module. Mark.
You need lockpicking. Meh.
Messages. Please send help. I regret to confide in you that I have been a mighty foolhardy with my work as of late. It seems the prized hauler auto mech drifted too close to the core of the diagnostic laboratories. Its coating has unfortunately warped. Its arms only work on one side, and the audio cartridge begins and ends every status update with abrasion detected. Please do whatever you must to fix it. My superior has made it clear I cannot request any more auto mech assistance due to the level of performance. May the matriarch grant you mercy on me, Mechanist Partible. For inspections for diagnosis. This morning you will receive a dismantled automatic mechanical in a crate. You are to immediately inspect and diagnose any existing deficiencies in the wiring and target systems. Automechanical is questioned, mistakenly identified its handler as an unsanctioned presence, and began to fire upon her. For obvious reasons, we cannot have this happen again. I will expect a report on your findings by the end of the day. Yeah, that seems like a problem. Incident reports. Holler Auto Mech Model A5C reporting damage due to redacted. Experiment in the skip drive diagnostics laboratory. Protective plating is melted and the unit emits an unpleasant stream of noises. Replacement plating and silence module recommended. Breach of the duty. Cadet Olsen abruptly left his post without written authorization, saying he needed a short respite, returning 5 minutes and 32 seconds later. Margolis promptly reported the unsanctioned activity. Item 3, transfer of personnel. Cadet Olsen has been transferred off station effective immediately. Mechanist Margolis is to retain all responsibilities at the repair station. Good job, Margolis. Oh, that room's disappointing.
I've left some distraction devices in a floor panel by the scaffolding. Use them to breach the control room. Just wait until their guns are pointing away from you.
Observation. Observation skill helps you detect hidden objects in the world that can be interacted to reveal helpful loot or information. When you see the information eye appear, it means something is nearby and that you should follow it to reveal its secrets. Distraction device are handheld devices that make loud noises. When a distraction device is thrown near an enemy, they are alerted and investigated, allowing you to sneak by performing a sneak attack or lure enemies into a trap. Distraction devices have a set range, which they can attract NPCs. Anyone outside that circle will not respond or react. Easy enough. Yeah.
You're here. I don't care where I'm assigned. The bounty bestowed upon each of us is superlative. Thank the matriarch we don't live in one of those greed-driven corporatist colonies. All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to degrade my imperfections. Perfect. Our paradigm is ironclad.
Sorry, sir. Alright, rules of the family Varric's visit. We all have the duty of the Protectorate, and the family Varric, kin of our esteemed sovereign, is no exception. Yet the burden is far greater than any one subject's. While you are responsible for being a good and loyal subject and ensuring your family and neighbors are the same, they are responsible for guiding the life of the entirety of Arcadia. In light of this, and to not add to this burden by forcing them to acknowledge your existence, during this visit, subjects are allowed 2.35 seconds of gazing upon their visage, with their head downcast. Direct eye contact is forbidden at all times, and no unacknowledged subject is allowed to bask in the glory from closer than 3 meters. Alright. Royal family, I see. As it is, quarter report. I am most satisfied to hear that all of the personnel are adhering diligently to the protocol. I would expect nothing less as we are preparing for the Sovereign's family to visit our station. Cadet Mallory is set to return from mental refreshment shortly, and the reports are not good. Restrict him to menial tasks until we can gauge his capabilities for ourselves, and let us keep him out of sight during the upcoming visit. We will be sending instructions on how to properly receive our guests in the next few days. It is incumbent upon us to do our utmost to ensure they have a pleasant and safe visit.
Okay. Get out of that.
We will be sending instructions. Last few years have been difficult since the death of our beloved first sovereign, but the Protectorate remains strong. Our new sovereign, the first son and the grandson of our beloved matriarch, will lead us to new future for all humankind. Our moral obligation to lead a humankind was set back on Earth when the matriarch blah 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 things and stuff. We've already read that crap. Wait a minute. I'm gonna feel really stupid. Yeah, that's the direction. You can eat food and drink. You're required to heal while you're out of combat. Yep. Okay, luckily neither of these did anything for me. Medical inhaler. And garbage. Alright. Automechanical security system status. Warning, disabling automechanical security measures will leave the sector vulnerable to intruders. Are you sure you would like to proceed? Disable. Warning, Horizon Point is currently vulnerable, which is punishable pursuant to blah 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 blah. Not the penal code!
Good. Those mechs should give you no more problems. Rendezvous with your crewmates outside and meet me at the skip labs as soon as possible.
Chat keeps dropping you, that's weird. Well, my system says nothing's weird on my end, so it must be a Twitch issue. Or my stuff's just not detecting it, I don't know. I'm looking at too much on top of my head. Huh?
We're en route to the comms control module. Just need to deal with these guards, quiet-like.
That seems healthy. I know, I like sticking my arm in random holes that fill my hand with needles and green goo. Well, that set ahead guards deal with. Okay.
Give us a minute. Something's not right.
Whoa. Hold on. What's he doing here?
What's that? An explosion? Avara, Pascal, do you copy? Niles, say something.
What the fuck
Seems
just
bad.
happened? I see smoke.
Alright, what'd you guys do?
Attempting to resuscitate Agent Ibarra. Please stay clear.
What in the void happened here, Val?
Debrief is not available at this time, but in the parlance of Agent Pascal, some crazy, censored, alert. This unit has lost contact with Agent Pascal. There is a 90% chance she is trapped under rubble, most likely mortally wounded and beyond help. Triage protocols dictate stabilizing Agent Ibarra's vital signs before commencing recovery efforts. Please secure the area.
Bar needs more help than you can provide here. Take him back to the ship.
Attempting to move Agent Ibarra is not advisable at this time. This unit will relocate Agent Ibarra to the incognito once he is stabilized or deceased. All other agents are advised to continue with the next mission objective. Please head to the Skip Labs now. Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Ibarra's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries, we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. Doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
Not a lot of ammo for this. Oof! You look so happy.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. DeVries, we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
Ow! Do I have no health? feel like I take a shot.
Commander, guards are close.
Okay, you swap to that.
Agent DeVries. We need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
Makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
Damn it!
Ammunition depleted.
Count the shots! That's where I came from. Nope, but I'll take a heal. Vigilant was so proud when I was assigned to the research facility, but I shamed him, shamed everyone. Arbiter Jackson frequently and forcefully reminded me that I am lacking in discernment and ability. Due to my repeated failure, I even stepped in a pool of sick yesterday and didn't notice until another cadet angrily informed me. But everything pales in comparison to the inability to grasp the articles of doctrine. Several of them seem contradictory of their face, but it must be in miscomprehension on my part, as all aspects of the Protectorate are infallible. I am truly at a loss, but to admit confusion would only cast further doubt on my worthiness and add to my demerits. And if I accrue too many more demerits, mental refreshment awaits me. I know it's meant to make those who need it better subjects, but the stories I've heard of the unfortunates who return with half-lidded, absent stares no longer themselves, forgetting even where they are. Sovereign preserve them. Oh man, that's... It's literally the bro we were pretending to be, man. Like I said, this
There's a fire? Matriarch, save us!
Okay, good talk. You guys have fun, guys. I don't know whether I should be concerned or excited that I'm not even sure we're through the intro mission. Like, we haven't even opened up the world yet. I'm excited. Rendezvous with the Bryce, skip labs, bridge. Okay. Have you stolen everything? Oh, as a reminder that the annual Day of Remembrance will take place a fortnight from today. Let us use the time to reflect the wisdom of Alexander Varick and how he might each do our part to safeguard the perfect society she built for us. In honor of our matriarch, all personnel at Horizon Point are to gather at the highest platform of their assigned sector at midday and raise their hand to the sun. May her legacy inspire us all. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, sure, you betcha, don't know. That sounds great. We'll get right on that. Oh, I don't have the pumping station card. Give me a level! Let me lockpick! Ah! Match. Oh, is there any secret door entrance?
Hey, you there!
Ooh.
Come over here at once! Please?
Hi.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you at your post? Has this whole facility gone mad?
It might have.
Has happened. We must be on our guard. Security ops cannot even be reached despite all of my attempts. This should be impossible. The automechs all returned to their charging stations and deactivated. And then there was the explosion. Please, tell me you know what's happening here.
This is an emergency. I need to get to the skip labs at once.
Matriarch, your voice. You're the one I spoke to over the intercom, but you're not Mallory, which means I let an unauthorized person into the facility. No. Oh no. I am ruined. You've played me for a fool, talked me into an action that borders on treason. And now, the price must be paid. I'm a loyal subject, I swear. Why would you do this to me?
For fun. I see no one here to pass judgment on your actions. I certainly won't be telling anyone.
They need no witness to convict me. My demerits assure they'll be interrogating me about all this. They'll read my guilt on my face, hear the failure in my words. No matter how I try to conceal it, I'll just wait here for them to come and take me away. It is over for me. I need accepted. I know I'm still a loyal subject, even if no one else does.
All right. It's obvious you're terrified of mental refreshment, but you just willingly submit to it?
What matter is it if I go willingly or not? The fact is that it is unavoidable. My latest perpetual appraisal of purpose was less than adequate. It's just sitting on Arbiter Jackson's terminal, waiting like a blade above my head. When the demerits for this are added, maybe I'll be lucky and they'll just execute me instead.
It's on the terminal. Here, I can try to find a way to help you out of this.
What do you mean, help me out? There is no help for me. Petitioning for redress is only admissible in extreme circumstances. Anything else shows a disrespect for the system's purity and perfection.
What's more perfect and pure than a clean record?
I'm not certain I follow. You're saying you would alter an official report without authorization? To cover my abject failures? I've never heard of such a thing. Why, that could be like having a new start. Wait, what am I saying? I cannot be party to your scheme. I'd be caught for sure.
No, you wouldn't. With a clean record, they'd have no reason to suspect you of anything.
Do that for me?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, at once. Glory be to the Protectorate.
Thanks, mate. Can't let our poor cadet here get in trouble. Oh.
I don't know what happened out there. This is all going wrong. Niles. He was a promising agent, but we've got no time for grieving. Take the lift behind you and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station, lest his sacrifice be for nothing.
Darjeeling. Alright, messages. Hypothesis, retrieval, and restoration. Minor, thoughtful, scientifically sound experiment alongside my daily duties. I have noticed a few peculiarities that have led me to believe that items swallowed up by the rifts may, in fact, be somehow recovered. Now, this hypothesis is in its early stages, but I believe with some dedicated time and resources we can dig deeper into the matter. Do I have your permission to proceed? Cadet, while I wish to I could applaud your industrious spirit. Your unwillingness to focus on your mandated work has given me pause. Do you not believe the decision to place you in this position was a wise one? Are you suggesting the plan is not an acceptable path to follow? May these questions open your eyes so that you may see the root of your brazen effrontery. Set aside your hypothesis and instead redouble your efforts towards finding a cause for the rifts. Create as you have been chosen to do. Cool. Hey, I can fix it. Nope. Quit being a dumbass and just do your job. I love it. Your new work order is acknowledged. A roster of specially equipped automechanicals will be arriving shortly. Our team of mechanists are raring to get started. Surely, with this new methodology, our work is stabilizing the containment chamber will be all the more effective. As a side note, I'd like to assure you that the mechanist partible only has one automatic mechanical under his purview, so the rest of the fleet should remain functional as anticipated. Half-race known as verbose and used highly specific scientific terminology, but you are able to parse the author's meaning. There are several factors to consider if we are to successfully ascertain the cause of and possible remedies for the spatial rift anomalies. These factors include, but are not limited to, the ship's size and mass, its speed at time of skip, and the age and number of uses of the skip drive itself. The most complicated factor, however, is that the number of ships that have skipped at specific locations. We are currently making great strides in finalizing the methodology to model this in a laboratory. Needless to say, discovering the root of the problem remains a priority.
Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Damn! No, not the main menu. Why do you go to the main menu? Who does that?
The very hard difficulty? Inspiring. I'll be sure to guard the main menu with my life while you go throw yourself into the meat grinder.
Just let me continue where I left off, dick. I thought this new position was meant to be full of wonders and discovery, but no, months in and I have nothing to show for my hard work except a legion of dismantled skip drives. All of them have malfunctioned in the same fashion, and yet I can't find a pattern between them. Surely they must be one. Until we discover it, I believe it is unwise to declare any drive as free of defects. After inspection, as we cannot truly know that for certain, we must find the pattern. Only then can we understand how they cause the catastrophes that come after.
Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Well, that one's so much easier.
Contact lost. Wrong place to linger. What are they up to? Reconvene. Under his constant gaze. Replenishing my firearm.
Got him. Entry. The other cadets and I were discussing the skip core over lunch and exploring possibilities of harnessing its power for other applications. Then a thought occurred to me. The containment seal around the core appears flexible, enough for a small item to pass through it. What happens when an item makes direct contact with the core? We have been warned away from approaching it at all costs, but wonder.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms.
In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive.
Don't worry about us. Just get to DeVries and liberate that core so we can get out of here.
Stupid thing's leaking on me. Alright. New personnel reports. Get it. 4th. appraisal purpose, Cecile Urban Corbin. Fourth, has accrued an exceeding number of demerits, including but not restricted to general error of befuddlement, mistakenly activating the Skip Labs bridge at inopportune times, forcing those seeking egress to wait up to a half a minute longer for him to correct his mistake, and completely confounding articles of doctrine. Warden Jones has also noted the need to lecture the cadet at length on the importance of mental refreshment and maintaining the integrity and superiority of Protectorate. In spite of this, the cadet continues to be unable to conceal his obsession with those few who have less than favorable outcomes, even though their inability to weather the process shows the rightness of submitting them to it in the first place. As we all know, any worthy subject has the strength and constitution to emerge even better for the experience. Something the cadet may soon have first-hand knowledge. Oof. Delete all demerits. Deleting all demerits suggests that the subject in question has fully recommitted themselves to the will of the Protectorate, and all error on behalf of the user. If the latter, please submit yourself to the arbiter after confirming this deletion. Only delete demerits if you are certain of one above the case. Yes. Appraisal. Continue. Cadet 3. Cadet 3 has accrued 3 demerits past quarter. He has mishandled and misplaced lab equipment, has been prone to distractibility, and has submitted 2 separate requests for his superiors and a mechanist in another facility. While Cadet Allerman has proven to be an asset to the computational lab's duties, his extracurricular activities are becoming a distraction. I fear this may result in the cadet deluding himself into believing that he is important enough to make such requests. Recommend placing him at a PIP, Purpose Implementation Plan, so the official duties may rightfully become the center of his life once again. Additional warnings. Okay, well. Why did that say examine? Magnets, how do they work? Oh, there we go. are you throwing that? Oh, he's above. That's where he's at. Okay. I can deal with that.
Back to it.
Alright, Tactical Time Dilation TTD gadget. You're equipped with the latest in Earth Directorate technology. Tactical Time Dilation TTD gadget slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have limited time in the mode. Standing still drains your gadget energy meter very slowly, while moving and attack drain is faster. The gadget energy meter refreshes slowly over time, but can be increased via blah blah blah.
Investigating hostile acts. Sovereign provides, the system abides.
I think he's been disarmed.
But none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together.
Alright, entry to each day I witnessed the mechanist particle automechanical passing too closely to the chamber's walls and getting half its arm melted off in the process. I'm curious if all materials would suffer the same fate. I took the liberty of tossing a pair of Vaughn spectacles into the chamber this evening. Something odd happened. Just before it dissipated into the void, it appeared to flicker, as if attempting to reconstitute itself. I'll need more data to make sense of this.
And it falls to you. The eyes, the ears, the brains,
Vines, I gotta hand it to you, buddy.
Grenade! Each a vital cog.
Sorry, friends. Wrong place, wrong time. Arguably looks like it could have been a worse place, worse time. I could have turned down all the robots. Okay, I think I just got one more friend over here somewhere. There she is. Sorry. You were in my way. Day 1584, the containment chamber enclosing the miniature spatial rift anomaly has been determined to be the state of stable. All levels remain within acceptable ranges. Per request from Warden John, Mechanist Vaughn has ensured a delivery of automechanicals to the containment chamber to further monitor levels and bolster the chamber's power. Mechanist Vaughn noted that the monitored level in the containment chamber have increased just as we theorized. More testing is recommended before officially updating laboratory protocols. Containment chamber enclosing the miniature spatial rift anomaly has been determined to be in the state of fortified. All levels remain within acceptable range.
Boy, damn it! Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. And here I was certain an agent known for their academic pursuits would be slowed down by the chance to examine a culture none outside this colony had ever seen. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified.
So I guess this whole thing wasn't just because you're horrible at your job.
You think you can bait me with insults? I am a better agent than you could ever hope to be. Not that it matters. Very shortly, nothing will. Let me put this simply, simple enough for even you to understand. The grand plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it.
Oh, it does it? And what exactly is this obvious flaw?
I have neither the time nor the need to explain the veracity, the nuances of the plan to one such as yourself.
Why involve us? Why didn't you just do whatever this is before you got here?
Don't you think I would have? Sparing Niles and not having to deal with you would have been preferable were I given the choice. But the plan cares not for our wants. I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific.
Screw the math, it's not too late. Stand down, Niles is still alive.
There is no too late. This is happening right on time, as it must. And whether Niles is alive or dead has no bearing on it. Farewell, Commander.
Oh, that seems bad. That seems really bad.
Sovereign's family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
Identified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Aunties' choice. Greater value for your men.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
Just got the title drop. 2.5 hours in. Oh, this game's gonna be fun.
You're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know what usually happens when someone left in suspended animation that long.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. Oh, I never should have stopped looking. I can't face the commander right now, not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical.
Been in suspended animation for almost 10 years? That's not okay, Val!
This unit is not programmed to judge the activities of off-duty agents. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander.
I don't need to respect.
Acknowledged. Your refusal has been noted in your permanent record, and an automatic grade assigned to your cognitive functions. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately.
I'm ready. Give me the briefing, Val.
Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Auntie's Choice invaded Arcadia. Auntie's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years.
That seems bad. Good. Plenty of time to figure out how not to die then.
Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions.
No justice in the galaxy if a traitor like her survived. Heavy sigh. What's she done now?
It has been confirmed that Agent DeVries was responsible for downing the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location.
Niall certainly seems different.
This unit has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regiment since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again and routinely changes his clothing. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him.
Too dark. I have perks! Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending on skill points, raise your skill up 1 current level. If the skill is specialized, that limit is raised by 2, allowing them to surpass your level. Skills are used to various checks and across the game. Often the passive bonus raised immediately and will allow you to access more and more perks. For the love of God, I need lockpicking and hacking. Every 2 level ups, you gain a perk point to spend up and unlock exciting perks. Most perks are graded by skill, but some require the purchase of specific perks or the acquisition of powerful items. More powerful perks are only available after you've acquired a certain number of total perks. This requirement can be fulfilled by a purchase of any available perks. You can favorite perks to help plan out your build on the perk screen. Perks, 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 perks. Perk, 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 perks, perks. Sprinting or sliding. Against enemies, chance increased against strong enemies such as leaders and their bosses that aren't heavily damaged. It's not bad. Speech skill also scales damage. Ooh. Ooh. Space Ranger. Yep, I think we're gonna go with Space Ranger. At a workbench, crafting screen allows you to spend crafting resources to create various items such as ammo, inhaler charges, primers, throwables, and more. Find to purchase more recipes to unlock them on your crafting. If you're short on crafting resources, access the breakdown screen at the workbench to destroy items. Yugi. Cool Whip. Bum, 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 bum. Incognito correspondence. Archived messages. Maintain your cover and continue observation Arcata Colony until further orders. Confirm receipt of last report. Your additional inquiry into the extraction has also been received. Unfortunately, extraction is not possible at this time. Your directorate recognizes your contributions over the past 6+ years, but it is of the utmost importance that you continue your observations of the colony. Extraction denied. That sucks.
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the 2 housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander.
Good call on his part. Much appreciated.
Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander.
Why haven't you unlocked it if you've already got it?
Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is currently forbidden from unlocking containers, safes, and bathrooms in use. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Aunties' Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander.
I'm concerned you think I need a gadget like that.
Directorate agent prepares for all eventualities, including but not limited to unpremeditated murder. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie.
Any idea where I can find more of the special keys?
Agent Ibarra theorizes that some keys may be obtainable from vendors, but the majority are likely scattered around the colony. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience.
Alright, fires a spray of extremely volatile goo when activated, dealing corrosive damage at very short range. Corpses hit will melt away, preventing others from finding them and acting accordingly. Alright. This dematerializer, silent gadget that deals corrosive damage.
Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally. Your ability to conceal homicides has also been increased by 85.9%.
Woo! I can commit homicides better! Yeah! Alright, I need to use the restroom, so I will be right back. Ow! Oh god. Oh god. Oh, okay, right back may be a choice wording. Oh. back to it for a little bit. Oh, how's everybody doing? Alright, there we go.
How long are you gonna be streaming?
Not having a bad time. I'm not struggling at the moment, so I figure I'd just keep going.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too.
I'm headed to bed.
I was about to ask you to go, if you were gonna head to bed here shortly, but I didn't see you when I stuck my head out, so. Alright, we'll get some rest. Love you, sweetheart.
Years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing our whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for?
Nice.
Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew.
Seems I'm stuck experiencing the miracle of human consciousness for a bit longer.
Seems so. Better luck next time, I guess. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able.
Don't beat yourself up about it. I'm sure you did your best.
Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries's survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her.
Can't let the actions go unanswered.
A wager won't take us long
Hi, buddy.
to catch her. She's going to ground now. But as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was asserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island. She then followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts.
Oh. What's the matter, buddy? Are you feeling needy? Are you feeling needy? Buddy. Alright. Yeah, big buddy. I guess there's worse places to be stuck investigating than an island called Paradise.
You'd think so. But even before Aunties invaded, the island wasn't exactly a utopia. No matter what lies the Protectorate tries to sell you. Brother's mostly nice, at least. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and
just slightly.
The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, named Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than assaulting a Protectorate communications hub. Sooner we get to Paradise Island, the better. Ought to bring Val with us when we leave. She might not look it, but she can be fearsome in a fight.
You can have up to 2 companions who follow you and assist you on your adventures. Each companion has special companion abilities that can be activated once charged. Each companion ability is unique and can taunt enemies, deal a quick burst of damage, or even heal you. Companions also level up with you and gain a perk point of 5 levels that you can spend in the ledger. I did something. I don't like the ship. There's been a lot of good spaceships in sci-fi. This is a crap ship. I don't like it. There looks like the frickin' engine's going to fall off trying to land this thing. Okay.
See that thing in the sky there? That'll be the Vox relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on site.
That's why we're headed to Fairfield first. Less chance of us getting shot while picking up DeVries' trail.
That's kind of cool. Ooh, birds. Oh, you're kind of cool looking. That's Brett. Important announcement. All subjects to Protectorate. Scourge of unfettered capitalism has come to Arcadia and brought with it the seeds of its own destruction. Their invasion armada exacerbates the rift anomaly, which was naturally occurring and well within the ability to control, causing it to fracture. The Aether further sending invisible tendrils into the air all directions. This all closed the colony off from any support they may have been awaiting, but has caused us no harm, being self-sufficient in every way. These bit worshippers will soon taste defeat if your duty to resist the sugared temptations promised. Low-quality goods they are using to try and subjugate our beloved colony. Do you not hesitate to sacrifice your life to stop them, or to report their fellow subjects for collusion or weakness? Any subject caught with their products will be dealt with. As the day the Order of the Ascendant have declared themselves enemies of the Protectorate, that they have chosen to do so as wake of the corporate invasion of the beloved colony are test to their true nature. It is now obvious that the corporate incursion was somehow helped by the traitors of the Order, else it would have been crushed before it began. Rest assured the Sovereign knew of their treachery well in advance of their betrayal, and thus was not taken by surprise. Any communication from, to, or involved for the Order in any way are now to be considered enemies, correspondents, and must be forwarded to the Ministry of Accuracy. Glory to the Protectorate. By order of Vigilance Norden, the Fairfield landing pad is decommissioned, effective immediately. All repair efforts are to be halted, all remaining auto-mechanical units are to be relocated to support the valiant war effort, and all subjects currently assigned there are to report to the Constable Hawthorne's office for reassignment. Continued targeting of the landing pad by our Val corporatist enemies have been effectual at best, and has not in any way contributed to this decommissioning. Our auto-mechanical losses are insufficient and barely worth mentioning, and rumor of the imminent fall of Fairfield to the greed-loving corporatists are not only untrue, but are treasonous. Sounds like having a bad time. Well, right now, no amount of numb rum will help this go down any easier, since our predecessor bungled things here so badly that the compliance adjusters had no choice but to lock them up in the old constabulo office. Like common crooks, discretion our new watchword. Hence, there will be no shipments here or anywhere else until this is all sorted. I know we count on our shares skimmed off the top of the stolen goods, but we can't avail ourselves of our usual taste until the profits are flowing again. We can resume our normal grifting once we've recouped the cost of greasing the provincials and have smoothed things over. Really loud. Time to find out. Are we water soluble? We are water soluble. Got it. All right. Okay. Companion's ability, each companion, special companion, blah blah blah.
Nothing there. Ready to waste them. On your command.
Ziranium is a dangerous hazard that found throughout Arcadia, powering the Protectorate Automech. Standing in Ziranium poisons you, lowering your maximum toxicity. Much Ziranium poisoning can prove fatal. Visit a doctor or Autodeck to remove any accumulating Ziranium poisoning. Clouds are denser than others, increasing the rate of poisoning. And you're just weird purple tongue. Okay. Urge to visit. I'll deal with you momentarily. I see a house. I know there's probably going to be a mission here in like 30 minutes, but curiosity. Run, Sprat, run!
Hey, this whole capitalism thing isn't so dreadful after all. It even allows me a choice between fishing and sanitary engineering.
That's far more freedom than we were ever offered while living under the Protectorate. What a novel concept. And we receive 2 rest days a year, which are also paid? We'll be compensated for doing literally nothing? I believe it's called a vacation.
Exciting! And next week we're to be receiving what? Truthfully, I haven't the faintest clue what an audit is, but sure sounds exciting. Possibly delicious.
Oh boy.
Hello. You must be a new, co-worker. No. My mistake. You're obviously just passing through.
Okay. That was weird.
Here to do some fishing?
Sure. It would appear I can't do fishing.
Here to do some fishing?
I would, but you're not giving me a fishing pole.
This unit's current work task takes priority over conversation.
Science Adventure Quarterly, Volume 60F10. Fiction periodical chronicling the exploits of Earth Directorate Agent Commander Zane and her sidekick Buddy. Label inside the cover reads SAC Volume 610 for the Library Redacted Quiz Now, Ministry of Accuracy.
Farewell.
It's mildly horrifying that there's that good of stuff on a beanie and a pair of pants. Alright. Arguably, it was kind of worth. Alright, let's go talk to this guy.
Hello there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Aunties' Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all.
I'm a Sprat Exterminator. Got an order for your supervisor.
Really? Everyone knows we're cultivating our sprat population for a new deep-fried snack line. So I refuse to fall for such a ham-handed attempt at dissemblance. Look, we're Aunties' Choice. Lying's fine. We downright admire it even, if you pull it off. Next time, try a little harder. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way.
Watch your mechanicals. I was attacked by some drones on the way in.
Away from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Found this on one of the bodies.
Nation. I know that toss ball belonged to a friend on that detail. Keepsake, I guess. Thanks. That'll mean a lot to his family. They can use it to pay his gravesite fees. Fool never bothered keeping up on the payments. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them. There's a bounty for it.
How might someone accept this bounty?
Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it.
I admit it, I'm not particularly clear about what Auntie's choice
What?
is.
You been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the
Yeah.
free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course.
This seems weird, but looking for trader who goes by DeVries. Any idea where you might
As
find her?
I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milverstreet knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else?
Anywhere I can buy gun, drink, or meds?
Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left. Watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane.
Alright, thank you.
Before I forget, I have standing orders to send all newcomers to Minister Milverstreet. He's in the town hall. That'd be the one with the giant hologram on it. Can't miss it. Once again,
Okay.
welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
And he wants to help you acclimate to the wondrous new freedom. Confused by too many new choices? Here's a handy list of strategies to help make sense of it all. Thoughtfully curated with you in mind. Only buy Aunties products. Bits spent on our goods are returned to your pocket as your salary. It's the free market in action. Empower yourself with the latest AC products. Use new ones generously and throw away the old ones. You deserve only the best. You don't have to work for Auntie to enjoy her products, but it helps. Sell your stock to anyone with the bits to pay, and be sure to remind them how good you have it with Auntie's Choice. Support mankind's future prosperity. Persuade others to join our cause. Strangers are just customers you haven't met. Be a dynamic individual, skipping break time to enhance your profits. Persevere through any illness or hardship. You're worth it. Be efficient. Use your newfound freedoms to ensure your density and filled with all the goodness bits can buy. Remember, anytime you are not shopping, it's time you could be shipping. Reach your full potential today with Annie's Choice. God, it's crazy how, like, I remember classes talking about the psychiatry of using you and, you know, convincing people that it's their idea to buy this crap.
Holler when you're ready for me, Doc. I'll be over here. Definitely not in excruciating pain.
Blood and bile are covered under our standard sanitation tax. All other bodily excretions may incur an additional surcharge.
Don't mean to sound unsociable, but you might not want to stand so close. The bleeding ain't contagious, but it ain't slowed much neither. I'd hate to bleed all over you. Wouldn't mind conversating a bit, though. Anything to take my mind off the pain. Oh, it stings.
Hey Val, anything you can do to help our friend here?
This unit is not permitted to operate within corporate-owned medical facilities without said corporation's consent. Non-legally binding reassurances, however, may be offered.
Reassurances, you say? Like what?
Deploying reassurance. Do not worry. You will be fine.
I guess that's something. Look at me, drawing comfort from a drone after being attacked by one. Funny world, ain't it?
It's a lot of blood. What happened?
I was on sentry duty, bravely surveying our perimeter for threats, and a Protectorate drone attacked out of nowhere. Third time in as many days. I returned fire like it was a cereal. Bang, bang, bang! Pew, pew, pew! Oh, not excessively, of course. Don't want Auntie taking that extra ammunition out of my paycheck. Again, it was all going fine until the damn thing blasts me while I'm reloading. Mighty uncourteous, you ask me.
Drones aren't usually known for
I
manners.
They were. Like with little butler hats, programmed to say pip pip and the like. Wouldn't be cost effective, but it would be adorable. Anyway, Trooper Faulkner happened upon the scene just then and dispatched the drone before it could finish me off. No idea where these drones are coming from, but Faulkner's been having a time of it lately. Be nice if someone helped out, but Carr's hands are tied. Lack of resources, I guess? As for the rest of these fine folk, they were...
Hey, Lumberjack, how you doing tonight?
Defending the forward operating base. Imagine the base is probably hurting for warm bodies just now.
I hear. I'm functioning. I'm playing a fun game. About all I got going for me. Alright, what'd you say? Imagine the base probably hurting for warm bodies just now. Is this about a forward operating base?
Only one of the most lucrative posts a soldier could be assigned to.
It's cold outside.
Roof. The FOB's our main line of defense. The only thing stopping the Protectorate from sending their legions over that bridge of theirs and attacking us here in Fairfield. The man in charge, Commander Torres, is a legend. Rumor has it his troopers are relentless, fighting through wounds that would kill most. What I wouldn't give to join his outfit.
Now we ended up going for the fire department had a little get together today. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust a volume. I'm getting weird doubling. Alright, maybe that'll fix. Yeah, they had a little meal thing, so we went outside and froze our butts off for a little bit. So yeah, I feel bad for you if you had any significant amount of time out in the cold today, because not ready for it yet. Not a bad choice. I mean, might be the only choice. Space's choice. Second one's been fun so far. It's interesting. I figured Friday night football. A little chilly. Not quite adapted to the temp drop yet. Yeah. Alright. A hot dog kitten. A hot dog kitten. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. There we go. Baby. You gonna sit with Dad's for some more? You can hang out with Dad. Some slightly spicy ramen sounds delightful. Given your track record with drones, avoid live enemies. You should stay at Fairfield.
Safe doesn't amount to much, but maybe you're right. Probably just muck things up at the FOB too. Damn it. I gotta find some way to beat these low-runger allegations. It's all a moot point till I can get this arm of mine mended. Poor Doc Barnes is working himself to the bone trying to take care of us, but he's only one man. I suppose it could be worse. At least Command's not throwing us at that relay station. Can't imagine the casualties he'd be dealing with then, given all its defenses.
So between the Protectorate attacks and rogue drones, what's going on right around here?
Well, Cole's got the saloon up and running now. World always shines a little brighter after a few swigs of Spectrum.
Mind if I take a look at your arm more closely?
I don't know. You some kind of doctor type?
I'll be honest, no, just nosy. If it makes you feel better, we can pretend the answer's yes.
I hate to stifle your curiosity, but I'm not looking to become an exhibit.
Sorry, can't be more of help.
Don't sweat it none. Auntie's Choice advocates for self-reliability anyway. Can't go around expecting other people to solve my problems for me, right?
But you're here to doctor, isn't that letting someone else solve your problems?
No, I'll be paying him for a service. I'm supporting the local economy, you see. Anyway, thanks for stopping to chat. The other troopers here ain't exactly chatty types. Maybe on account of the blood loss?
I mean, blood loss usually makes me a little less chatty.
I must ask you to hold still.
How do you eat Purpleberry Crunch? Real warriors eat it right from the box.
It's overrated. I don't understand why it needs to stay on the inside. Ugh.
Go, consume, like a good consumer.
Out the back door. Gizmo looks really complicated and probably expensive. You can tell much from looking at it, but most of the vials are pretty empty of material. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna pass on breaking it right now. I'm gonna pass on breaking it. Actually, you know what? You know what? We have something called a, we have something called a save spam. A stroke of extraordinary luck, you managed to make an effective coagulant. Nice!
Excuse me, that chem set is not a toy.
That might be true, but I made it work.
Yes?
How did you manage to formulate coagulant with only a handful of ingredients?
I don't know. Honestly, your guess is as good as mine.
Well, in any case, I hate being in debt to anyone, so here, something for your trouble. It's your lucky day, Trooper. Our friend here has manufactured a coagulant that will raise your likelihood of surviving the abscission procedure tenfold.
I'm still not sure about...
What's that burning smell? Oh, good. I think the saw's all warmed up.
That sounds great. Primers are special tools to synthesize healing medicine through the inhaler. In your inventory, you can equip and slot primers, changing the effective potency of your medical inhaler. Be on the lookout for new primers that better fit your playstyle and upgrade the amount of healing you receive. Various perks and equipment also grant your additional inhaler slots, letting you equip more than one primer at a time. This increases the amount of healing you receive, the cost of higher toxicity. Okay. Okay. Heals 200 instant, increasing up to 2 times the amount closer you are to death. You may have tried Adreno before, but now you can breathe pure Adreno infusion, made on demand inside your inhaler. Also available in lavender bouquet. Drugs!
I'd say welcome back, but I reckon a clinic's likely the last place any of us would choose if we had the choice. If you're here for the doc, hope you ain't in any kind of hurry. Wait's still on the long side of short.
Here, this should help stop bleeding.
Much obliged. That feels night and day better already. Protectorate forces won't know what hit them once I'm back in the field. Thanks again, friend.
Good luck. Out here helping people.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see.
I'm gonna be honest, it took me 2.5 hours to get to the title screen, so... It seems interesting. I don't think I've barely even scratched the surface, considering I just landed in the first actual place outside of the initial mission. Like, I did the first mission, and then my spaceship got picked up. Or dropped off. That's about it. So I'll let you know what the storyline is the farther we get in. I'm gonna guess, though, most of it is capitalism is bad. Well, absolute capitalism is bad.
Here is people who want to forget their worries, and sometimes their names.
I can get behind that.
One of my copious direct reports. Rest assured, I'm making adequate progress in my manual labors. Time for another performance review already. Apologies, I'm still applying the required elbow grease to scour these surfaces, just like a novice facility sanitizer should.
Yeah, everything looks clean enough, so I'm guessing you're doing a good job.
Thanks for the validation. I don't suppose you can spread the word of my competency. I desperately seek to avoid yet another demotion. This meritocratic society is still so foreign. The workplace skullduggery, the prioritizing of self over community, the excessively colorful nutrition.
I will say, I was watching another streamer, and they had the idea to play this game as Zap Brannigan, and now I'm really, really tempted that once I play through it once, we just go ahead and play through it, complete another round, and just be the absolute confident moron character. So, slightly encouraging, I'm already contemplating doing a second playthrough. Why do you keep getting demoted?
I fear I'm not cut out for this canid, eat canid lifestyle. Seems the only way to flourish is through general underhandedness and ruthless efficiency. Never picked
Walking
up
dumb
those skills in
playthroughs
my
are always
50
fun.
years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't keep me on there. I was quite skilled at it.
This meritocracy isn't... If theirs isn't perfect, it's probably the fair shake you'll get.
Well, you're right. I wanted change. Whole reason I left the Protectorate in the first place. No sense complaining about the means now.
Welcome to the name-pending saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger?
Have any information?
Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between the Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Aunties employees carping about work and the war? Any particular topic you have in mind?
What could you tell me about the people running this town?
Oh,
Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits Aunties' choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption.
Who's in charge up at the Vox Relay?
Vox Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions.
Right? Any word about the situation up north? Anything someone headed that way should avoid?
Tell you one thing you can't avoid. The bridge. No other way around.
Oh, the quality
At
is...
present, it's held by Protectorate forces. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward operating base, they call it.
That looks alright. How did Annie's Choice and Cleo become one company?
You're asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like, an in-depth accounting of the various parties who vied for control and who won out in the end? They merged. Rebranded. Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue.
I had so many questions, and now I feel like I know everything.
My pleasure. Got anything for me in return?
Don't have much. Being an Earth Directorate agent isn't like on Commander Zane and
Your
Buddy.
Earth Directorate. Never figured to meet one of you all, especially in here. It's like some hapless critter. Once thought extinct, just trotted on into the place. Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur.
Name pending saloon. You haven't named this place yet?
That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders?
The saloon doesn't have a name. How far along the plan or business plan? Sure, what do you got for the bar?
My top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-Minded, 4. The Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here?
Right? What are you thinking, Lumberjack? I'm thinking Absinthe-Minded. I think that's great. Last two have, yep. Alright, if anybody else is here, what are your thoughts? Absent-minded or the Fair Shake? Absent-minded is really good. Fair Shake for being in Fairport, that was great too. Like, oh, it's tough. I think we'll try absent-minded.
Well,
I think
that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan.
What? It is. Yep. Perfect. Tell me truthfully, you don't really have a 19-point plan, do you?
Shh, not so loud. Look, operating a new location sure ain't easy. Swear I get blamed for anything going wrong, whether it's my fault or some foul up from the local head office.
Right?
But the nice thing about Fairfield, if you sound like you got some know-how, people believe just about any bit of hooey or bunkum you declare. Reckon so. Here's what we've got.
Commonly used power weapons, questionable design, or as a food source.
Well, don't you look thirsty for fulfillment and value. Welcome back to... Oh, what was it again? Oh, right. Absent-minded. What'll it be, stranger? Pick your poison, and I am mostly not being literal there.
I do declare. There it is.
Drop of that miraculous discharge, and what each animal brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you? Use your net words. This is big game. What do you like?
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out here? Has nothing to do with my current and very temporary shortage of funds.
Uh-huh.
I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, but good man. Tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit. Brief one, of course.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Good idea. I'm 10 years overdue for my annual physical.
I'm being serious here, Commander. Could you try doing the same? I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe.
He got exploded, but I totally get the vibe, like... And considering, let's be honest, Robin's voice is always showing up in video games. We just have to wait a little bit, and I'm sure we'll hear everybody. That is great, though. What happened between you two?
After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways.
It is the same voice as Cyborg, too, isn't it? Yeah.
Turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action.
Didn't realize there was resistance to the protectorate from within.
Resistance is a mite strong. Wasn't like he was part of some greater movement. He avoided speaking out of line, but he was already spinning up discontent by the time we met.
I know you were kind of joking, but yeah, now that I look at it, listen to it, it might actually be one of the Cyborg actors. And I mean, his arm is blown off, and he had to get put together back with technology. So I mean, they didn't change his character much, if it is the case. So what happened?
We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot.
We're trying to do the right thing. That's what an Earth Directorate agent should do.
Guess some of what you said way back when stuck. All that talk about putting people first. Figured that's what I was doing. Putting a stop to all the pain I was causing. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him.
Oh, man. No time like the present.
Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk on bold ideas. Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers?
My last mission left a rift in space and cast me floating adrift in the void for a decade.
So you can understand my situation then. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out.
And just what is it you need help with?
It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield? The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhaps they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike.
You're saying something about Spire Grove? What's there?
While exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed the heretofore unexploited advanced protectorate technology. Couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one, that it'd revolutionize the daily life of Aunties' choice citizens.
So, what's in it for him?
Typical research type, focused on all the wrong things. Not particularly motivated by competition or social advancement. Strange bird. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire tossball card collection for schematics or a prototype. Said sure. Complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine. Got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it.
You're in quite a bind. We could probably work out some solution.
Opportunistically leveraging difficult predicaments. That's the Aunties' choice way. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later.
Okay, then.
Splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here, near a mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics.
Nice. What's the fastest way to Spire Grove?
Broke down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarp her up it in a jiffy. From there, it's just up the hill a smidge. So close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow.
What exactly are these schematics for, anyways?
Truth is, haven't the slightest. You know the Protectorate have all the most advanced technology, though. Probably something straight out of an Aetherwave serial. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter translocation. It could be anything. If Jackson's all fired up about it, it'll be beyond comprehension, I'm sure.
Consider it done.
All right,
I'll be on my
then.
way.
Don't let me keep you.
That guard Guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over Town Hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
I'll get there.
The door this tough? They must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor, probably some ammunition.
Glance investigation. Nothing hurts like stupid does. Would be damned, it's not as if running a side hustle inside Auntie's Choice is complicated. All it requires exercising the tiniest bit of discretion and getting your dirty work done, where people can pretend they don't see it. Mind those two rules, and I won't have to track you down, truss you up, and send you back to the fleet in chains. And yet, that's just too complicated for the half-wit smugglers who landed on Auntie's transports at the damaged landing pad and unloaded what were clearly contraband crates in the middle of the damn day. So now, they're in the cell, and I have an excessive amount of paperwork to do, and there's nowhere near enough commission on my bringing them in to justify the number of hours all this will take. Profitable resolution. Well, someone sought to ensure that my case against the smugglers in my custody was as solid as the bulkhead. My mysterious benefactor left me a stack of files that include a detailed listing of other crimes they should be measured for, enough to add an eye-watering amount of bits to their arrest commissions I'll end up collecting. Not only that, they are also including craftily worded advice that taking them to the undisputed claim of judgment would be a boon to my career and my bit cartridges. So finding out who it was will have to wait until I return to delivering them to the undisputed claims. I have several likely suspects, including a cargo pilot and an acquisition chief that both passed through here at about the right time, but my gut keeps drawing me towards the new greenhouse overseer, Emmeline Galloway. Can't rightly say why, might just be she's the only one still in town and I'm pulling for it being the easiest option to investigate. Even so, I can't seem to shake the notion that she's somehow in the mix with all this trouble. Oh, it's so tempting.
You're thinking too small, Murph. I'd put money on the Protectorate stashing treasure inside. A whole pool of bits enough to swim in.
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And certainly not some kind of gold-filled swimming hole. Besides, these Protectorate lack imagination. Never had an original thought wasn't written down for them first. Like I told you before, it's probably just guns.
This door giving you some trouble?
We've tried everything short of skipping a ship through that door to get inside. Though, come to think of it, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
That's ill-advised. Deploying skip technology this close to a planet would be disastrous.
I'd love to see the quartermaster's face after turning her lamps onto that requisition request.
Fine. Skip drives out. Say, maybe we could commandeer one of them tractors out in the field instead. Oh, bet that could plow through the door.
Why is it important to you that you get into the armory anyways?
In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war. And hard to say whether we're winning or not. Better question is why no one else is treating this like a top priority.
Is the situation with the Protectorate that dire?
In any siege, advantage goes to the defenders. Right now, the Protectorate still has control of the bridge to the Vox station. That station is the key to taking Paradise Island. When, Officer Carr ever gets the go-ahead, we need to be ready.
Meaning the Protectorate can attack you, but you can't attack them. Not directly.
Right. With all our new trainees, we've got the numbers. But bodies won't mean diddly without the weapons and equipment hopefully inside that armory.
If there are any weapons at all, I still say it's treasure. This is Eden after all.
You've made your case, Kemp. I'm more interested in hearing the opinion of our new friend here. What do you suppose is in there?
Sounds good, Peyton. Yeah, I'll probably head to bed shortly just so I don't overdo it, but I'm enjoying the game, so we'll see. I'm gonna try and not overdo it, but still get some time in this weekend. We'll see how everything goes. Right side, I'm having fun, so there's a decent chance I'll be back on tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a good night. Thank you for dropping in. I think there's a corpse in
Don't
there.
smell anything, but could be the room's airtight. Grim way to go if that's the situation.
I don't see it mattering much either way. That door is sealed tighter than a salt tuna can. Nobody's getting through anytime soon.
Unique challenge requires a unique
You
solution.
sound like you've got something percolating.
Usually. No, not really, just stating the obvious.
Helpful.
Guess we gotta start afresh. Can we untable that tractor meets door idea now?
Leave me be. I have no interest in dealing with the machinations of you dark marketers today. Have you two come to mock me like your fellow dullards? Perhaps if you rub together your only 2 brain cells, you might even come up with something approaching cutting. No. Wait. You're not some corporate simpleton, are you? On the contrary, you have the manner of an officer about you. Someone who understands the substantive weight of command.
And who exactly are you?
Please, allow me to start over. I am Warden Sterling, dedicated servant of the Protector of Arcadia and Caretaker of Worlds, the Sovereign Henry Varick.
You wouldn't know how to get into the armory, would you?
And if I did?
Better I get whatever's inside the armory than the people who imprisoned you, right?
What a strange argument. Obviously, I would prefer the contents of the armory remain with the Protectorate, but circumstances being what they are, perhaps you're right. We need more privacy before continuing this conversation. Go to the back of the building, and I shall meet you at the window of my cell.
You can rely on me to be the very spirit of discretion.
I'll be waiting.
Boy, take this terminal and trash it. That's it. I need a split. If you're about to blast me about fixing that void-forsaken terminal, it'll have to wait. I'm entitled to a break like anyone else. It's in my contract. I triple-checked.
Someone seems a little tense.
What do you think the smokes are for?
Are they helping?
It's like getting a few breaths of air while standing in a decompressing cargo bay, so... yes and no. I'm getting pressure from the folks up top to deploy these Protectorate drones to the military camp on behalf of Aunties' choice. That terminal's been giving me some trouble. The drones are ready to launch. All that he's doing is fixing their targeting priorities to mark us as friendlies. But I can't breach the terminal's security protocols.
There's attacked by drones near Fairfield. Are you sure you want to redeploy these?
Drones are only as dangerous as their programming. But it's a moot point anyway. These ones ain't gonna shift on their own anytime soon. And that there's a problem. I know it probably seems like we're up to our ducks in troops, but half of them are ex-Protectorate trainees who can't tell the business end of a rifle. We need these drones.
Stakes that high, why aren't you on the tournament right now?
Mashing all day. Surprised my fingers ain't stumps at this point. It was as simple as putting in the time, that'd be one thing. But it's a bit thornier than that. These protectorate systems aren't like ours back home. Trip the wrong switch and you get locked out. Have to start all over. Ask me how I know.
Like to say, at first you don't succeed.
Have another smoke?
Exactly! Wait, no, try again. You should try again.
I will. Approximately 15 minutes from now. I'm starting my break over on account of certain intrusions.
Anyone with more experience who could help you?
Guessing that means you're flat out of ideas? Figures. Not that I need the help of some protectorate townie, understand, but... I might have heard my predecessor was odd-jobbing it around town these days. Magnus, I think his name was. Bet a fellow drone operator like him would have some insight into all this... perplexity.
Go see if I can find him. Access security protocols. Ah. And lame. Notice mandatory power cycling. As the Ministry is no doubt aware, performing a mandatory power cycling on Aunties will necessitate putting the very drone Fairfield relies on for its primary defenses into standby mode. It is not intention of the humble tactician to frustrate the Ministry, but with your permission, I would like to conduct the exercise in stages rather than neutering all of our defenses at one. It is my fervent hope that this will accomplish the tact of Ministry satisfaction without leaving Fairfield completely vulnerable to attack. Awaiting further orders. First Technician Hoda, you forget yourself. It is your duty to follow orders to the letter, not to interpret them as you see fit. You state that Fairfield will be completely vulnerable to the attack without its drones. I cannot begin to envision that foul villains your discordant mind has conjured, but hear me plainly. Fairfield is under no threat. Firstly, your little backwater town is hardly a military target. Secondly, Fairfield enjoys the guardianship of the Protectorate, making your sinister implications of its vulnerability all the more troubling for its complete disconnect from reality. For this reason, I am forwarding you previous reply and evidence of moral decline and referring you case to the Arbiter Nebs, who is at the moment conducting training exercises on the island. He will decide how to best access your malfeasance. In the meantime, I expect the power cycling to be complete forthwith, or I will add dereliction of duty to your offense. Well, that went well. Message has been reviewed by the Ministry of Accuracy and categorized as disinformation. Please contact your supervisor warden for permission to access deleted messages. Yeah. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Got it.
We should be able to speak freely here without the risk of being overheard.
Now what about the army?
There is an entrance on the roof by which you may gain ingress. Had these two dolts bothered to do even the most cursory inspection, they'd have found it.
Oh, hello, baby. Oh, hello, baby. How's it you? Oh, snuggles. The roof, you said?
To you to discover. Be grateful I offered you this much. That is all I have for you. I must recuse myself now, lest I draw undue attention and be subjected to another lecture on the benefits of the free market. Goodbye, and pray we never meet outside this constabulary. I will, of course, be required by duty to meet you as an adversary under such circumstances.
That seems rude. Hi, kitten. What are you doing, ornery kitten? Down the hole. Toys. But infantry to who? I feel like this might be a poor decision, but we're about to find out.
Whoa! How in the blazes did you get in there? Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned, too. A bit lackluster, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I wonder about you. Of course, we have you to thank. That sure was an impressive display of ingenuity and forward thinking.
Just saved you two a lot of time. Surely that's worth more than a pat on the back.
What do you think, Murph? Guess we could make this some kind of tax write-off.
If anyone asks, you're a professional we hired through the proper channels. Definitely not some nobody drifted in from the aether. Understood? Good.
Sounds good. All right. I'm gonna go aether, float my way back out the door.
Not a fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these protectorate defectors. Not sure how I feel about that, except that I hate it.
All right. Well, before I overdo it and regret my existence, I think that is going to be it for me this evening. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm glad I could actually make it back for at least a few hours tonight. We'll see how everything continues on. Hopefully I can make a few more streams. I'd like to at least get through this game. But we'll see how everything goes. I'm going to try and be back tomorrow. Try and get, like I said, I'm going to try and get this game played through. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, that's it for me tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for a little bit. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Have a good night, everybody.